Alrighty. Looks like we're good to go. So, this game has been sitting at the Steam store page for years. I think it's been on my wish list since 2014 or 2015. You don't know much about the game. It's supposed to be the newest, bestest God game. I might be wrong. I really haven't seen one since Black and White. I think that was a decade ago at this point. So I know you could get from their website this game a lot earlier. I just kept forgetting. But it's finally out on Steam, only up until the medieval era. But play the game a little bit just so I know a little bit of what I'm doing. But we're going to go ahead and get started. And there's some narration as well. But yeah, the idea of this game seemed really cool to me. You're not controlling anything too directly. The choices of your people, your nuggets rather, are more important. You can guide them, push them, place buildings for them, but they'll get around to it when they feel like it.
Wake up. Wake up, creator. This is the beginning of your story. It starts with nothing. Nothing but an infinite void. However, you, with a single touch, can awaken the light.
Alright, here we go.
And so the universe sprang into being.
I didn't see an option for subtitles, so I
Worlds
apologize.
filled with endless potential were scattered into the beyond.
And this is skippable, but I figured this time around, let it play through.
They formed into many different shapes and sizes. And while most were doomed to drift among the cosmos barren and alone, others flourished. These few planets soon became home to the greatest phenomenon of all. Life. However, life is a peculiar thing. It comes and goes as swiftly as a bit of space debris burning up in an atmosphere.
And I accidentally skipped over part of it. Oops. So, this game has a simplistic but really pretty way, or graphics. Man, my English not so hot. So I made this mistake before. Don't want to start in the desert because water is already enough of a pain to get. But we want to start near some sort of food. Turn off tooltips. And plenty of trees, plenty of stone, food, water. It's the basis of what we need. Because otherwise they'll be wandering forever. Probably don't want to put them next to the bloody diarrhea fruit. I think that'll do. Not gonna wander around for forever.
Take a look at your new subjects. They're called
So the controls
nuggets,
are a little bit wonky.
largely because of their body's apparent inability to keep itself in one piece. Adahi and Elu, the architects of their species. They are the founders of everything the Nuggets will ever know or achieve.
Alright, so just looking at the tech tree real quick. It's not completed as, well, just the game's not completed, so some of it you can just see. Oh, well, it would help if I clicked on something. Yeah. So, effects coming soon, requirements coming soon. This game is in early access still, but from what it looks like, they're going to work on some bug fixes first things first, then go back to a monthly update schedule. So, it'll be interesting to see what they bring in. From the first game that I had a lot of problems with water, so I'm going to work on that first. And then, yeah, because my people kept running out of water and then making themselves sick. But we'll get to that because it's bound to happen, since I'm terrible at the water management apparently. This game does start out pretty slow paced, I'll admit. So I'll just go over some of the user interface now that I've gotten used to it. Top left, very important, is our God points. So this lets us use the different abilities here. Some of them you need a certain number of believers for. And next to it is the total number of your nuggets that believe in you, and how much the current action costs and what you've got. So I've just got telekinesis right now, because I'm just waiting. Nuggets are up here, all that fun stuff. Brings you back to the beginning. All of your resources are down here.
This is quite a beautiful planet. Try not to ruin it, will you?
All of your management and everything like that is along the bottom. It's pretty straightforward once you get used to it. Some of the stuff is still named a little bit incorrectly for the tooltips and so on. But it's fine. See down here, they can randomly find stuff that helps speed up your technology. And they're already done with this, but we build our first building. Get into that a little bit more. Get a water pit started, because we're going to need that. And a water pump to actually provide us with water. Stone Age water pumps. See, we can help them out a little bit here. So water pit just needs stone.
Body. You're not going to spend another summer just lazing around, are you?
Toss it in there and speed the process up. Alrighty, so you'll get missions as well that eventually will give you little bonuses. But also just kind of introduces you to some of the effects. So this is a lovely one, beginning of the game.
All unique to one another. Although there are some things that are shared between nuggets, these include the need for certain essentials like food and water, a stable roof over their heads, and an occasional nap. They want to learn, build, discover, and create. It would all be quite inspirational if they also didn't happen to be the species that initially thought their shadows were trying to eat them.
And helps when I don't miss. I'll pull it from farther away.
You're looking a little weak, creator.
Yeah. Ow. Twice. I'll just go ahead and waste a couple of God points that I've got. There we go. Alright. Completed that. So yeah, so that God power, if you need more children, it's pretty expensive right now, but you just kind of pick a couple and just tell them, like, go make children right now. Which is strange, but doing stuff like that also can just help them actually believe in you, which affects the recharge rate of your God powers. So we need more stone.
Oh, we're doing this again, are we?
And we have 2 new nuggets, yay!
Oh, would you look at that?
Alright.
A little baby nugget. Aren't they adorable when they're young? Don't get too attached, though. They're still mortal, after all. Plus, they will soon be old enough to have an opinion and make questionable life decisions. Let's see how much you like them then.
So you can rename all your nuggets and everything like that. But for the purpose of that quest, I'm just going to hit enter. So make some more babies.
I couldn't possibly imagine a better couple.
We need more babies. So the first time I played this, my population got out of control really quickly. Not that I couldn't provide for them, but that they just all... I just did not have enough water. And I can't get another... This is the only other upgrade that I could find until I have material refinement, or when I start processing wood and stuff like that. So I'm just going to rush that and build several wells, I suppose. Can I help them out with this?
So, you've uprooted a tree. Now what?
It doesn't look like I can. Just go throw this someplace else because I've crushed a number of nuggets doing this. Alright, we're just going to let them build for a second.
This water pump system is rather advanced for such a young civilization. I mean, sure, it's built out of rocks, wood, and a bit of string, but impressive nonetheless.
Oh yeah, so another lovely part of this. So you can't actually save the game until you build yourself an archive, which is a neat concept.
Must be undergoing significant stress. They've started to go bald.
Yeah, so the problem with that is if you just assign a worker to it, and if they're not actually working, you can't save the game. So if you have to stop or, leave suddenly, you're kind of in a bit of a bind. I thought the game was broken the first time around until I realized that my archivist just wasn't there. But not the biggest deal if you're just able to play it without too much of a time constraint. So I've made this mistake quite a few times already by accidentally just killing people. And we're going to go ahead and keep an eye on this wolf. Yeah, because you drop anything near, the higher up you are, the harder you throw stuff at the ground or something along those lines. This wolf's not going to bother us. Good. But yeah, the higher you go up, the harder you throw stuff at the ground. And I killed several nuggets at the very beginning of the game before I realized that. Sure, I'll help you build your house. See if I can place stuff correctly this time, though. Alright, we got wood. Got some stone. Boom. Yeah, so completing that stuff will just help you increase the number of people that follow you, which is super handy dandy. So everything has finite resources, even the water here, which I find interesting. Yeah, so now we're starting to consume some water, which is fine, but kind of curious to see what happens when the water runs out and if there's a good way for me to refill it, because I haven't seen it rain. Well, no, it's raining right now, I think. It's hard to tell. Sometimes your screen will just get wet. I know there's a power that I can make it rain, but I haven't actually used it yet, and I'm not sure if it'll allow me to refill lakes. That'd be great if it did, but somehow I don't have a ton of faith in that happening. Do I not? Yeah, I have water storage, so where is it? Oh, it's right there. So with the reservoirs, you people can still pull water regardless of what happens with the lakes, because they're getting really close to frozen now that it's...
Don't worry, I expected as much. I know you have questions, but you'll learn everything in time, on your own, without bothering me.
Bloody
I
diarrhea.
can't say I'm a fan of nugget delicacies, but it should keep everyone relatively alive and happy. They do seem to brew some interesting beverages, though. Apologies.
And our narrator is drunk. Yeah, so now everything's shut down because I didn't build the reservoir in time. And the lake has frozen over, so my water pump has completely stopped working. So for now, my eatery just doesn't work. She just have a telescope? I'm pretty sure she just had a telescope. So, the one thing I haven't been able to find out, and I just could be missing it entirely, is that I don't see a good way to tell who's a believer and who's not. So yeah, you can use your God points to pretty much fix anything that's going on with your people, at least at this point. It just sucks. That's why I want to get this engineer hut going, because yes, I can fix the buildings myself if they start to break down, but it costs me 10 God points. And when I can use that to speed up construction, I'd much rather do that or other powers. We don't need a cemetery. We're just waiting for winter to end, because none of these buildings work until they have water. Well, not none. The wells work, and their houses work, but that's pretty much all they've got. So they'll build their own houses of their own accord. I can't place them for them. So, Unoba, if you're upset about being homeless, you probably should get around to building yourself a house. Just a recommendation from, your creator. Alrighty. You're already the engineer. Alright. Come on, Adahi. You're gonna be our master cook. Uh-oh. Alright, so we've got a lost nugget someplace. So I can't search for him up here because he's lost. But we need to go find him. He could... I don't know how far he wandered. Oh, I hear wolves. Yeah, so that's probably not for the best. Yeah, we're just gonna...
Can someone please get that nugget a fresh pair of underwear?
Yeah. Put you down gently. Yeah. And now he believes in me. Huzzah. Or his mom does, or something like that. So yeah, if I don't go save him, then the wolves will eat him, and then everybody will be sad about it. And we don't want that. So I haven't been paying attention to what we have here. Start modernizing ourselves a little bit. Build a warehouse like a proper civilization. Help them out a little bit with that, maybe. Or no, I'm gonna run out of food. I should probably help them with a fishing pier. That would make way more sense. We need food. There we go.
Spring is chasing the cold away. Now, if only we could also get rid of that smell around your civilization.
The smell? I don't have anybody dead, do I? Yeah, they really don't like it when there's dead bodies around. But I don't feel like building a cemetery right now. Because I kept trying to heal sick people. And it was just like, no, you don't have enough god power. You suck. You're a weak and impotent god. And then I started paying attention to that. No problem. This game is not the most straightforward with how to do stuff. Because I played it for about 3 hours and still was just like, oh, the tooltip says use levitate, and I don't have a levitate power. Oh, that's telekinesis. Okay. Yep, so just like the water, there's an actual fish population, and I'm guessing it goes back up over time as you fish, and then if you just overfish a lake, then you just can't fish there anymore. Hey, we have food. Can I put it directly? I can't put it directly into the warehouse. Yeah, so anything you drop can... Oh, I can just put it directly in the warehouse. Sweet.
Your balance has hit 0. Please top up before attempting to use any further powers.
This is the fastest the game will play as well, which I really wish that they had a little bit more control over the speed, because I have no god powers, and I don't have that many people, so everything's just taking a while. Can I fit this in the center of town? Yes, I can. Yeah, so buildings have pretty big footprints, which I guess makes sense. It just, I don't know, all the city builders I play, I'm always looking at trying to be as efficient and shove as much into, like, the space that I can. And this game just doesn't cooperate with me on that. It's just like, no, you're going to spread out, and you're going to have walking paths, because apparently 35 people need 100 acres to live on. Also, I apologize to anybody that's watching that's not from the US, because I haven't used metric or empiric What is it? Imperial? No, Imperial's the one, the backwards one that we use. So it's in Fahrenheit. I don't know how to use metric. And oh, you got a broken bone.
Right up.
Oh, that was a quest. Okay. That worked out conveniently. Just completed quest without actually paying attention. Alright. Got lots of water in a reservoir. Use 0.8 of our supply. I have no idea how many fish we started with. I think 357,000 something. But if this doesn't regenerate on its own, that's gonna bother me. It's just, do I have to play God for the fish too and just tell them to repopulate themselves? That doesn't make sense. Don't have nearly enough God points to make 357,000 fish, mate. Do I have a power that just drops hormones into the water? That'd be great. You're thirsty. Okay, you're thirsty, so go drink some water. I built you wells. You have everything you could possibly want out of life. Oh, you come to the eatery to do it? Is that why I kept running out of water before? Okay, you guys just go on ahead and expand it outside of the engineering borders. And don't blame me if your hut falls down. I think at this point, I'm just waiting. I don't know what else to do for them. Sure. Take some crab apples before... Oh god, winter sets in. I have 56 food. Is that enough? I have no idea. And you broke... There we go. I clicked on him, not on the eatery, right? Yeah, see, you're fine. Just can magically heal you. Because I am a benevolent god. Also because I don't have enough believers to actually cause too many problems yet. Oh yeah, so you can skip seasons. Let me try that again. The more seasons you want to skip, the cheaper, or the more expensive it gets, rather. So I don't know if I think you unlock more powers as time goes by, but we just got basic ones for now. What do we got? I can build a farm. Oh, okay. Okay, so different places lets me build different things. That's considered a desert. This is enormous. Build it on...
Did you know that snow isn't white?
grassland?
It's an illusion, a simple trick. Go ahead, take a closer look.
Oh, duh. Oh no, we use so much water. Uh-oh.
I'm glad to see you taking such good care of your subjects.
Thanks, narrator. You didn't seem too concerned earlier at all about what I was doing. Material refinement requires lowering. How does this... They can't rely on each other. How does that work? What? Yeah, I'll figure that out later. Huge mushrooms. Might +4. Nuggets are learning the value of getting swole. Obnoxious development in nugget culture, but for the sake of improved manual labor, the dude bros may be working on it. Just because of the description, I really just don't want to take that. I kind of want them to be inefficient because I don't want. And it doesn't actually affect anything in the game, I'm sure. Whatever. Becoming an adult is the dumbest thing I've ever done. Yeah, I kind of agree with you on that one. What? No. 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 Just... Huh. Alright. What on earth? Was that one of my founders? No. Okay. Just a wolf attack. Well, I guess people are gonna die sooner than I expected. Can I just dump? Yeah. I'm just gonna dump you into the lake for now. I'm sure that'll go over great with everybody else. No, she didn't die. She just went for a swim. For the rest of time. And I'm entirely out of water. Okay. That was iffy. Oh, definitely don't want to grow bloody diarrhea fruit. Why? Why is that got to be the only one I can grow right now? You guys are insufferable. It's the middle of winter, all the crops are dead, and I can't pick them up otherwise. The engineers can't work without water. How does that make sense? I've never picked up a hammer and just said, "Oh, well, it's not wet, so I guess I can't build anything." It's not like I have bottled water either. There's no reason, even if they were just like, "No, we're not gonna work unless we have water to drink." So whatever. So one of the other things I read is that I don't know if it's implemented yet, but supposedly I want to be careful with the hunting because if I hunt too much or too much of one species, I can make it actually go extinct. Is what they say. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if that's in the game yet proper or not. But that would probably be bad because we can't go to other worlds yet. So yeah, that'd be problematic. Got a fox. So I think we've seen a fox, a turtle, mammoths, bears, wolves. I haven't seen a wolf since I threw that one into the lake, though, for attacking my villager. I'm guessing that's the point of watchtowers, to keep an eye out for the wolves and bears. I'm really excited for the updates in this game because the eventual goal for the developers is to put space exploration in, which sounds really, really cool to me because it kind of reminds me of, what was the game? Spore? That was one of my favorite pieces, and I just love that game. And it's just too old to go back to it now. But the universe exploration was just so much fun to me. And the idea of having all these different worlds, and they want to add government types in for your people. If you're hungry and thirsty, then go someplace. What? Can I pick you up and move you? I think you got bugged. Yeah, now you're moving. Okay, so that's something to watch out for. Yeah, if you're not looking from straight up and down, it can be
I'm afraid one of
pain.
your nuggets has passed away. Death can
No!
happen so suddenly. However, the death of
Elu.
one does not necessarily mean the end of everything. It was simply their time to go. Don't blame yourself, Creator. Well, unless you were actually responsible, I wasn't paying attention.
No, they died of old age. It's not my fault. 70 Fess. You are going to farm. So what is... But wait, collect and drop new crop types in the farm with a levitate. But, hold on. I've never actually seen any of these other ones. I already collected all of them. Oh, I'm gonna fail this. What? Did I already pull the juicy acorn? Can I just do that? Yeah, I've already got the juicy acorn. So I guess I'm gonna explore the planet because I think... Yep. I already have that. The healthy Melina. Oh, okay. I got lucky. How many do I need to drop? Awesome. Well, that was lucky. 97. Alright, so I've been curious about this. Alright. So if I make it rain over there... that does actually refill the lake. Awesome. Alright, so I don't have to worry about that so much. There's a tornado coming? No. Oh, no. Wait. I don't know. How much will it take me? 10 minutes and 5 more minutes on top of that, and then I gotta actually build it. I'm gonna rush that, I guess. Alright, I get it. Everybody's bored. I'm working on it. I'm trying to protect you from the incoming tornado, is all. Is everybody in the engineer radius? No. Why? Why do you have to build all the way over there? Well, I'm sorry you guys are upset, but you're gonna have to wait, because you can be sad, and I can make you happy, and then you all die of a tornado, or you can be miserable and live. And, you know, I know you're nuggets, but that's the more human thing to do. I don't... Who cares? Ooh, I'm upset. So? You keep going. Okay, now I can build it. Yeah. Sure. Save some space. Alright, prioritize the heck out of that. You need wood and stone. Sub 3 minutes to the tornado. Oh, and that's already got enough stone. Oh, God. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, no. I just demolished the warehouse. Uh-oh. What? So I can drop food, but apparently if I try and put stone in there, it just hurls it at it so hard that it destroys it. Less than a minute. You guys are not going to get this done in time, are you? You're all too tired and have no stamina. And you guys are going to get killed by a tornado. Why? 3 nuggets died. Wild animals killed them. Okay. My population is dwindling so badly. Autographers. Oh no. Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
Everything seems to be going pretty well. Unfortunately, there's a tornado approaching that'll likely...
Come on, guys. Is your bunk... Please finish this. There's a tornado heading directly for us.
Turn things right around.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 18, 20.
Are you aware that there is a marauding twister of death heading towards your civilization? Just a heads up.
Oh no. God, why are you not getting into the bunker? Please get into the bunker. Okay. So we lost a third of our population. Oh, I need to build several of these. But first things first, I'm gonna rebuild the warehouse that I accidentally threw a rock at. They're all so unhappy. I'm not risking my people dying hunting. Just lost a third of the population. Seems like a poor choice. Well, hey, it helped my believer count. A lot of the non-believers died, so that's helpful. Sort of. I suppose. There's another tornado that's going to be incoming. Okay, game. Finally, the first child we've had in forever. Wait, why are 2 of them lighting up? Eh. I hope that's your mate. Alright, 2 bunkers. We can save up to 40 people. God, the autosave really messes with this. Yeah, because I noticed on my other save file I had way way more wells to people ratio, but the wells just weren't filling up. They were just taking forever, and I'm not sure if it's because the reservoirs weren't good enough, or I didn't have enough water pumps, or if those even affected, or just something was off. But yeah, this is my second game on this for a reason, because the first one was just smushing, throwing trees at my nuggets and killing them by accident, or rocks, or I think I threw a wolf at one by accident. It was just probably not the best choice. I might admit that I picked one up just to see what would happen, and I don't know if you call it an accident when I just pick one up to see what happens and then throw it at the ground instead of placing them on the ground. Yeah, no, I know now to throw the trees and not miss, because that was one of the things. I tried to throw the tree into the project.
Don't overreact to the falling leaves this year.
And it smashed into the guy building it because I wasn't paying attention. So I don't need a cemetery. Then I just gotta find their dead bodies and put them in orbit. They can't possibly be sad all the way up there, right? I see you, Wolf. This is your corpse disposal. I like the idea of that, and it'd be hilarious in future updates when you start getting to space. If you just keep doing that for way too long, then you just have what, dozens of bodies floating through space. Real morbid discovery for your space program. I don't like this bear approaching. I can't find the dead body. I don't have enough people to waste one in space yet. And I'm not researching anything, because I'm not paying attention. Corpse field. Oh, yes. That's not disturbing thought at all. No, I'm sure the Earth is fine without all those juicy nutrients. Anyways, it's got to prove my existence. I mean, I can't imagine that it wouldn't prove my existence if they went to space and were like, oh, these are the bones of our ancestors. But seriously, guys, you guys need to start making more babies. We're down to 18 people from, I think, 32. And we're going to have another tornado. These people are happy again. Yeah, I think the problem was because they had no stamina, and they were just so unhappy for a while that I just wasn't paying attention. So they stopped making babies because they were miserable, which I feel like that should be a source of entertainment, but I guess not. We haven't evolved to like the Kama Sutra point of entertainment yet. But they just all got old and weren't making babies. So all of my God points are going towards baby making right now. Come on, I have enough problems with population to not be attacked by wild animals. I think at the beginning of the video I said I think they've been in my Steam wishlist since 2015 or so, and I kind of followed the progress on their website, but you know, it was just sitting on the top of my wish list. And it's super ambitious, but I hope now, with it actually being released early access, and it skyrocketed to the top of the selling bestsellers list, I hope they just have the money to actually do what they're talking about. Because if they pull it off, it's just going to be so good. And honestly, from what I'm seeing here, they're off to a good start. You know, I don't see anything too broken. The saving system is a little annoying, but yeah, and every time I click on it, it just destroys. I don't know. My computer just gets really unhappy if I click on the save structure or the archive or autosave or whatever. It's just hates it. Oh no, that's right, tornado. Oh god, I forgot about the tornado. 4 more nuggets died. Oh no. Oh wow. The population was just starting to turn about. Did you guys really just mate through the whole tornado? Just doesn't affect you? Alright. Whatever. I have a hospital now. And 14. So over half the population has been wiped out. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and blame myself for being a poor creator. I had advanced warding of the tornadoes. I had the bunkers. I just was not paying attention. And another person has died. And it killed a lot of my believers. Well, I suppose the good news about everybody dying is that I've got plenty of houses. Oh, his parents are dead. Yeah, that's one of the things I'm hoping that they do with this is like we got some god powers to work with, but there's really just not a ton. I think like it's before you unlock more, but we'll see. They make it pretty clear that they're a long way from finishing this game. Yeah, I want to progress enough through it that I get to where the tech tree is now. But if they're going to do monthly updates, I feel like it's the kind of thing that I'll come back to on an update, play it for a couple days, and then shelf it until the next one. Because I'm really curious to see how much is going to be added in each update. Is it going to be, okay, they added 3 technologies
Look
and
at all of those
that's it?
colors.
Or are we going to get entire
Fall
eras
beautiful?
at a time?
Someone should really make a painting before you lead the planet to ruin.
I don't like the cut of your jib, Mr. Narrator. Because I think one of the very first things that they're adding is that your nuggets are going to hold elections that have different influences, and non-believers can break off and form their own village, which is interesting because then you have infighting between villages or trade between villages, I think is what they were saying as well, depending on how much they hate you when they leave. Because right now, besides the odd animal attack, it's not, as long as you keep them healthy, it's not too bad taxing to keep your nuggets alive. Well, I say that as half my population got wiped out, but you know, take my opinion with a grain of salt, obviously. No, you know what? I'm done. Come here. Stop killing my villagers. Jackass. Alright, so I actually remembered that there was an emergency this time. Why are you preparing for a date? There's a windstorm. Get in the bunker, you idiot. you. Mm-hmm. Oh. Wow. Well, I didn't catch that nearly in time. Well then. Go ahead and use that space cemetery now. I think it's time for me to build watchtowers. I think those walls got, what, 10 of my people? Probably not for the best. The internet. What? How did 2 more people die? You just not gonna heed the warning of the windstorm guy? And the walls got through my watchtowers. Oh god. No! I just threw a person. Oops. Yeah, I know I killed him. I meant to click on the wolf. It did not work out. But it's okay, he's in space now, and nobody knows what happened. Well, thank you for watching. Appreciate the subscribes, and I will pick this up again when I am able. And hopefully next time it'll actually allow me to save. So unfortunately, I'll do a little bit of backtracking. That might put us back before the wolf attack. But we'll have to see what goes on there. Anyways, thank you and have a good night. Oh, well, it auto-saved right then. That was convenient. Anyways, good night.